Hi, my name is Bridgett, and I'm here today because I'm going to share the story of my changing values. It begins in the present. I open my eyes, I smell the essential oils in the air, and I know a new day has begun. I take a deep breath, breathe out, exhale, and say out loud, well, God, is today my day or someone else's? My day begins with meditation. This routine that seems so effortless every sunrise wasn't always the case. Simple notion of feeling of value was hardly the case. Getting there has been a long, hard journey. I grew up with divorced parents and my mother's strict household and a stepfather. My mother was a dictator, abusive in her discipline. I cannot bear long discussions drenched in the details of that abuse. Let's just say Cinderella had it better than me. It was at school that I found solace. There I could set my own goals. One good thing she did give me was the Mormon Church. There I found morals and ethics that were fulfilling. Traumatized as I was, my faith enabled me to dream of a way out. I would turn to God. He would guide me through life better than my mother. As I grew older, semblances of self-discovery began to bud. My friends told me I was attractive, funny, and smart. But Mother took pride in making sure that my teenage life was grounded in her vision. I did only what she wanted me to do. The sole control that I had during this time was in choosing my elective classes at school. That's where I could stand my inner alpha up. In my freshman year, I chose language and welding. Welding was my strength for 3 straight years. Amongst 2,000 students, I competed with all males. Didn't stop me. I was top of the class. A helmet with my name still stands in the ISU display holding case. 2nd place. Damn right. Yet, Mommy Dearest would devalue it all. So that glory was short-lived, and my overriding goal was to get out of the house. At 17, I purposely got pregnant, so I would have a reason to leave. Tragically, my firstborn son was a stillborn, as was the relationship. But let it be clear, I still graduated high school. I became homeless, was living in a shelter, and discovered I was pregnant again. I managed to get a decent paying job and get myself out of a woman's shelter and marry the baby's father. In 1 year, I gained a husband and a child. This isn't a fairy tale ending. I separate, I find myself 21 years old, divorced with a baby. I leave my country town, and I move to a city where I feel like my life is moving forward. My second marriage embarks, and pregnancy graces me twice. I wish I could say this was my happy ending, but I'm afraid it isn't a Disney recap. More domestic abuse follows, along with great financial struggles, and I am trapped once again in a house of pain. After 10 years of marriage and 7 of his affairs, God gives me the strength to divorce. I'm 35 with 3 children, and I return to a place of comfort, church and school. After all I've endured, I wanted to be an advocate for those like myself. I won a scholarship to ITT Tech and majored in criminal justice. I balanced school, schedules, parenthood, internship, and work. Sleep was not in my schedule. I seek out counseling and start to heal. My values change. I learn to value my strength and resilience. Counselor suggested find something solely for my enjoyment. True to form, I take up motorcycling, and modeling finds me. Turns out, I'm a badass woman. My 40's have shined on. My successes are multiplying in my life. My children are accomplished adults. I've become a foster mother to 3 children of color who I love as my own. Today, I am successful. Traumas in hand. I reflect on pains buried. I cry in private. And I still forgive my mother. My skeletons are sitting and waiting for me to make necklaces out of them. I keep walking tall, and I go out to conquer the day. Thank you, Jesus.
Bridgett has overcome multiple challenges, not least of which was getting out of an abusive marriage. It's admirable that she then went on to help other women suffering in similar situations. If you or someone that you know is in an abusive relationship, please be sure to contact the Domestic Violence Support Hotline. Their number is on the screen. And we hope that her successful story inspires you not only to hold on to optimism, but to value yourself and your safety above all else.